Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders. There it is. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that's Let's Talk Football, and happy Super Sunday. Definitely tune into that game a little bit later, but we're not here to talk about Super Bowl today. I'm here with my guy and host of Bro Crew Sports Talk, Mr. Alex Stevens. What up, Alex?
What's going on, Sean? What's going on?
Oh, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Getting ready for the
Yes,
Super
sir.
Sunday. What about yourself?
Yeah, man. Been good, man. Been good. Blessed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Washington is blessed, fortunate, unfortunate. I don't know how you're going to look at it, to have the number 2 overall draft pick in this draft. We all know which way we're going. Most likely, a lot of people say we're going quarterback. Real quick, because in our mind, we have a quarterback, the 5th round pick, Sam Howell. That's my guy.
Yes, sir. Pull it up. Put it up.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, real quick, we know which way. I mean, we got a new owner, new coach, new regime. We're probably going to go a different direction. But talk to me real quick. Sam is our guy, okay? Give me some positives. Give me something that we can build on. And is it right to build with Sam?
I think it'd be a perfect thing to build with Sam. I think if you put the pieces around him, everybody struggled in that offense, bro. I mean, we know that. The O-line was terrible. He definitely lost his confidence. But at the beginning of the season, I would say all the way through week 8, week 9, everybody's talking about he was a franchise quarterback. I mean, absolutely. I mean, he was accurate. He moved very well. He struggled. He had his ups and downs, but that's normal for, you might as well say a rookie for his rookie year. But right. Absolutely, you give him a better offensive line, you give him a better tight end. I would say, you know what I'm saying, a better tight end. Jahan should have done a lot better for our number 2, but he struggled also. So you give him the pieces around and put him in the right scheme, because Eric Bieniemy didn't run the ball very much as well to help Sam. So that's why he had the most pass attempts. But if you lessen the pass attempts, give him a good offensive line, give him better weapons and a decent tight end, absolutely, sky's the limit for Sam, I believe.
Oh, yeah, not to mention a defense, not to mention
right.
solid special teams, you know what I mean?
Right.
Can't leave any points out there. Look, honestly, I think, if anything, what we saw from Sam and what we all know is pretty much a throwaway year. I mean, we knew the coach was going, the defensive coordinator was going, most of those coaches, and who knows if most of these players, they might not be coming back this next year, top to bottom. So we knew we were in a transition period. We knew we were moving on potentially. So this was essentially, you could say it was a throwaway year. But the fact that Sam threw for over 3,900 yards, I understand the interception issue. I understand the sack issue. But to your point, he was getting hit left and right. Jahan did not have a good season. Terry McLaurin, some reason we weren't getting him the ball. There was a lot of issues that contributed to Sam's lack of success, but all the while, he was sacked more than anybody else. I never saw him on the injury report. You know what I mean?
Right.
How many times did they take Sam out of the game? You know what I mean?
Right.
Sam kept us in those games, and I will admit, towards the end of that year, there was a definite drop-off where you looked like Sam was thinking about, okay, I don't want to get sacked, but then maybe he's doing something else. Maybe he's throwing it too quickly that he doesn't need to do. There's a lot of things that people were coming at him about, which we understand that might be the reason why Washington is moving on. Whenever you bring in a new coach, whenever you bring in a new GM, new offensive coordinator, they want their guy. So back to this number 2 pick, and the part that we're gonna get a little interesting in this conversation about what do we do with this number 2 pick. As we know, we've got the number 2. There's 3 quarterbacks right now: Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Jaden Daniels have been rising up that list. All 3 of these guys, elite caliber QBs, guys that you would want to build up around. But at the same time, there's also a couple quarterbacks that might have struggled in their time at their current locations, and maybe they need another shot. Maybe we can give them the keys to our Porsche. Alex, I know you got a favorite in mind. Who are you looking at? Who are you looking at in this quarterback move, man?
You already know, man, Justin Fields. But
oh my goodness, oh god.
But but the reason why I say Justin Fields is if you look at with the Bears, to me, I just got a feeling they're not going to pass up on Caleb Williams. They're not going to pass up on it. They already messed up in the future. They have messed up plenty of times with quarterbacks. We have also, but they're really bad. I don't think a quarterback has. I don't ever think they had a real good, great quarterback besides who was the guy? Cutler.
Cutler, they had Cutler, and then you got to go all the way back to like the 40s, man.
Yeah, it's right. It's real bad for them. So, and that's why I feel like when it comes to Justin, you know, they will move on from him. And you do have Drake May, which a lot of people will say that if you draft Drake May, you might as well just keep Sam Howell, which I agree with that. But Drake May, he is a taller Sam Howell. And I do think that he can throw a better deep ball possibly also. I don't know. I know you know more about Drake May, but I just think I do think that when Sam Howell was in college and he didn't have as much when he didn't, you know, when he lost his running backs, when he lost who was the wide receiver? Was it De'Ami Brown?
De'Ami Brown, yep.
Yeah, when he lost all them. Right. Mm-hmm. He really struggled. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Drake May, he had that one wide receiver. What's his name? I think it's Walker, right?
Des Walker, yep.
Yeah, Des Walker. So I mean, it does seem like that Drake May can do more with less. But then when it comes to Jaden Daniels, man, I mean, he's something elusive and something special. You know what he does on the field. Definitely has a great deep ball, and he can move like a running back, man. So it's definitely incredible. But I picked Justin Fields is because I think the team will be sold on Jaden Daniels, and I don't think they'll pass up on Jaden Daniels. Because when Caleb Williams goes first, I think we will go Jaden Daniels, because I just feel like the type of talent that he has, we won't pass up on him. But I feel like there's no need to go Jaden Daniels when you can get Justin Fields. And if you trade for Justin Fields, you don't have to get rid of your number 2. You trade for Justin Fields, you can get rid of your second that you got from the Bears when you got rid of Sweat, or get rid of your third. I know it's kind of crazy.
Hold up. How much are the Bears going to be wanting for Justin Fields? Because we all know and I'll let you talk about this later. Justin Fields has struggled, but as recently, late in his last season, they were picking up. Now they had a defense. Yeah. Now they have some pieces in DJ Moore. You know, but how much are they? I mean, if they really value this guy, are they going higher than a second round? I mean, do we have to potentially give up a first round, or not even just a first round? Do we got to give up a significant piece? Are we giving up a Terry or a Jonathan Allen to get Justin Fields? If we get Justin Fields.
Right. I'm going to be honest with you. If a team gives up their first for Justin, I will be shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will be shocked, but I just don't think it would. But again, you know, I could be definitely wrong. But if they're looking for a first, Washington, I wouldn't move. I'd just draft a quarterback if they're not sold on Sam, or you know, they have to be get one of these rookie quarterbacks. But yeah, if the Bears are looking for a first, I definitely wouldn't do it. But I would say a second, a third, maybe a second and a third, maybe a second and a fourth, somewhere around there. But they're going to try to get the best out of some team to get them. But if we did get rid of our second, we have that number 2 pick to trade back. And, you know, we have free agency. We have the cap room for his 5th-year option. We have it all to build around Justin Fields. And if Cliff Kingsbury feels like Justin Fields, he wants that guy that can move around and run with his legs. Hey, man, we've seen Justin Fields do it through 3 years, man. He's incredible with his legs, man. He's definitely incredible.
Incredible. He's good. Oh, man. He's one of the better mobile quarterbacks in the league. Incredible. I don't know. I'm not putting him up on this Lamar status or Michael Vick type stuff, but I'll give you that. Yes, his mobility is definitely top tier and it's better than what we've had. My issue is this. Justin has played with the Bears. Okay. The Bears have clearly not done much until this year. By getting DJ Moore and Montez Sweat. They have not done much until this point to get him any help. He's had a couple years where he's been struggling. And just like with Sam started picking up some bad traits, holding on to the ball, happy feet, throwing, not taking what the defense gave him. How do we know that Justin ain't just going to do that same thing in Washington? Because we don't have the pieces yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, was this his first year with DJ Moore, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, you saw the flashes, and then you especially against us, you saw how he busted, our butt. And DJ Moore did that also. And not only that, I think through the middle of the season, didn't he get injured? I think he hurt his hand or something like that. And then he came back, and then you saw the flashes again. So you could clearly see it's like, wait, hold up. We definitely gave him DJ Moore. The offensive line is still a little shaky. He had a okay tight end. You know what I'm saying? I think what's his other wide receiver, Mooney? I think Mooney really didn't live up to what he should have been. Is that his name? I think, Sean. I think his name is Mooney.
Yep.
Right. So
Mooney.
Yeah, so you saw, and then the defense finally stepped up right when they got Sweat. So you saw it's like, man, you get a decent defense around them. You get a few weapons for him because DJ Moore definitely helped him out. You saw that the team started improving. It was like, man, they're looking real good. It's like, yo, if they done this his first year, I think, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't have seen all the struggles that he's gone in the 3 years. So I just think with us, he'll have Terry McLaurin. We can get him, we can get him a number 2. We can get him a tight end. I mean, we have to go in free agency. We got this big cap for a reason. You know what I mean? I just,
here's the other thing. What are we going to have to pay Justin? Because his is year, what, 4 for him?
No, third. This year will be his 4th, and then the 5th year. Yeah. So we'll have him for 2 years, right. I think. Yeah.
Don't we have to pay that 5th year option if we keep him though?
Yeah. It's 23 million.
We just got done paying Carson Wentz 28, man. Come on, man. Look, I don't got a problem with Justin, but I ain't trying to pay this man all this daggone money. All right. Wait, Anton just hit me up talking about we need him bad. Anton, I sent you the link. If you need to come up here and say your piece, say it quickly. All right. Go ahead.
well, I think with us, with Logan, I'm sure we're not signing Logan. With Leno, some of these guys are not going to be there. Okay. So we'll have a lot of cap. And with the Justin Fields, the 5th year option, it won't hurt us. It won't. We'll still have enough cap. And I just think,
is it worth it?
Well, that's when it comes back to the number 2 pick. Okay. Everybody misses this. All right. With the number 2 pick, if y'all been looking at my shows on Bro Crew, I've talked about it. With the number 2 pick, let's say, all right, Sean, listen. I want the listeners to listen to me. I know that everybody keeps thinking it's crazy, right? Hypothetical. If the Falcons, let's say the Falcons, they're at number 8. Okay, let's say they want to move to number 2. Everybody knows when we try to get RG3. Remember how much we had to give up to the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Remember how many they had to do for Trey Lance to move up. What other teams give me some, Sean, to move up to get at number 1 or number 2 spot.
We can go all the way back to when Ricky Williams was coming out, and the Saints damn near gave us their entire draft to pick this guy up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So anybody that wants to move up to the number 2 spot, I'm pretty sure for a guarantee, even if we, not say we move up to the 8th spot, let's say we move up to the 10th or the 12th spot, that team to move up to get our number 2 pick would have to give us a 2025 first, a 2026 first. So mind you, that's 2 first rounds for next year and the year after that. So if Justin Fields doesn't work out, relax, people. We have 2 first round picks to get a quarterback, and then 2026, and then maybe, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You have to think about the people.
Why even get him in the first place? Why do we need to even put in the time to get this man? And I don't have an issue with Justin. I'm just saying, well, why are we going to put in this kind of stock and prospects or whatever into a guy that we're hoping we get the best out of him? That's my question.
Well, that's why you have to, at the end of the day, you have to take a swing, and it's either going to be a home run or a strike. So you at the end of the day, You got to take a swing at somebody, and it's the same things with these rookie quarterbacks. You're taking a swing at it, and hopefully you hit it. And if it, you know what I'm saying, if you strike out, then he didn't work out. So with Justin, you got to take a swing at it, and so hopefully it works. You know.
Very true. Very true. And you know what, man? I respect your position, and I know you got some people that are supporting you. I'm going to bring in my guy real quick. Our guy, Anton Benson, Mr. Moral Support. Anton, sir.
What is up, fellas? What is up?
What's going on,
sir? What's going on?
Man, Alex, you're literally on point of what we need to do. We need to take that risk.
My dog.
How many risks have we taken that have not worked out?
Oh,
we need to take that risk because what's the chance of us being conservative all this time with all this money that we got? What's the point of being conservative? Go take choice. Go take the luck of doing that. And you know what? I'll say this to add to your point. I wouldn't say we donate any of our first rounds. I think we have 2 first rounds, 2 second rounds, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll have to go on the facts on that.
Yeah.
But I would rather I'd rather them take 1 first, 1 second, rather than 2 firsts of anything of ours. Period. But I feel
this year's first.
This year's reason being, because we've already taken those options of like our whole defensive front, right? We've already taken a lot of those first rounders, blah blah blah. We have never taken that risk of like, all right, can we find somebody that's actually motivating to stay out on the field? McLaurin was like a second round, wasn't he? He wasn't a first round, so he proved his point.
He was a third round.
Third round. So that's what I'm saying. These are people that want to stay on the team. If we don't find the heart or passion of one of these players, we're not going to have a team next year. And I feel if we don't have or put in that risk that Alex is talking about, take that risk, go get that man and bring it to the team, then the whole team takes the vibe of like, okay, we're actually putting a game together trying to do this. We're not just trying to play it even, play it fair, do something that's just going to make us, even for next year. We're trying to be the number 1 in our seed.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying give these players that have been here with us all these years, that have been sticking it out, even though we've been terrible, give them some kind of juice, some charge. And Justin Fields, you think is going to be that excitement?
And you know what? I believe that because I had said that last year when we gave Sam that spot. We literally gave him that spot. He didn't earn it. He didn't really work for it.
Sean hot, boy. Sean is hot.
He earned the spot, daggone it.
Yeah, and he earned the spot to lose it this year. So guess where that?
Okay, I don't know what happened to Anton. He just got kicked off. I don't know. It's been a while. I had to welcome you back the right way. Come on. But you're right. They did give him that, and it wasn't really a QB competition in house, okay. That's my point. Well, okay. We know this past year was transition. I was talking to Alex about this. We know Ron was leaving, Jack Del Rio was leaving. The new owners were kind of getting their feel of how everything was. This was absolutely a throwaway. Like we didn't expect much from this. And I thought what we saw from Sam, I thought that was it. It proved to me that if everything is messed up, we have a guy that can give out his best effort. Now, his best effort wasn't great. Threw over 20 interceptions. We know that. But at the same time, we also know that there were so many holes on this team. It was like a piece of Swiss cheese. You know what I mean? There was, what else could we really rely on? Terry, Jahan, even those guys, the guys that we normally rely on, those guys let us down at times this year. And so that's the only reason why I don't want to put so much on Sam saying he wasn't it. But it's been a long year. I've talked to this man over here. I talked to this man down here multiple times, so much that I had to throw my phone down, walk away, come back to it. But that's love. That's all love. But honestly, I've come to that realization that I think the winds of change are turning. We are moving in a different direction. Hopefully we can keep Sam. But here's what I want to ask the two of you, because I love Justin. I have no problems with Justin. I'm not sold that he's gonna go just yet, but I don't have a problem with him. But you have a Caleb Williams, you have a Drake May, and you have a Jaden Daniels. 3 elite top tier quarterbacks in college. We don't know how the transition will be. Is getting Justin an answer over the potential of what these guys have? We know Justin's strengths and we know his weaknesses. Is he the answer over something we don't know? Alex, I've already heard yours, so I'm gonna go to Anton first. Anton, what do you think, man?
In my own right, I feel because of our history of buying the veterans and putting them in the slot, because we have new leadership, they're going to huck for it. They're going to go for the fence and not try and get no, 10-year veteran on the team and try and do that and put him in the front spot. I feel with this new management, they're already taking the risk. They, cut Young, cut Sweat, doing all these major things. I feel they're going to swing for the fence. Might as well get somebody that's going to put more of an advantage for the team's success rather than just counting on hoping the team will get better over time. Rather, they want that success, and we've always tried to buy it, is put that person in that spot. Okay, we're going to get 500 with this person. I feel we could more or less guarantee that 500 spot with Fields here. We don't have like an option where we can put somebody in that quarterback spot and guarantee we're going to get so-and-so wins. We haven't had that confidence as a fan base to even do that. So, but I feel with Fields and his history with Chicago and stuff like that, yeah, our O-lines are like, they're pretty much even on almost a rank. But I feel our weapons would probably benefit him a lot more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And honestly, if we keep the roster we have and add Justin, I do think we're better. Now, I do think DJ Moore is more electric than Terry, but I think Terry is more secure. I don't have to worry about Terry. Terry, if he's not getting the ball, Terry's still going to make sure everybody else around him is straight. And that's something I don't think we can replace. And shout out to this. This is Nick Rosario saying, thank you, Anton. I thought there should have been a competition with Brissett. Hey, maybe there should have been. I just, with Sam, for me, it was just that we knew we were starting anew. So with him, I thought this was a great throwaway year. Let's just see what he can do. But as far as with what you're saying, and I'll come to you, Alex. We don't know what we're going to do in free agency. We don't know we don't know the direction the owner, the coach, the GM want. All we know is that they want to win. We can try to look at the past of what Cliff Kingsbury's had with Kyler Murray and what Patrick and Caleb, but how do we know he won't go in a different direction? You know what I mean? So realistically, with number 2, if in fact the Bears say we're keeping Justin, okay, and you literally get to pick, who knows? You said that the Bears could play go Marvin Harrison Jr. And then all of a sudden we have Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Jane Daniels, all 3 of them. Which way are you going? And I mean, what do you think?
You talking to me, Sean?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. I would go Caleb Williams. And the reason why I would go Caleb Williams is because Cliff, he already knows about the man. I feel like he moved up this spot to try to maybe influence Caleb Williams to come this way, because Caleb could easily say, I don't want to have nothing to do with the Bears. Didn't Eli or something like that do something like wasn't he supposed to get drafted by some team and he didn't talk to him or something? Yep. There was even reports saying about RG3 didn't talk to the Colts. Colts, I think, wanted just a private little workout for him. He was like, nah, I'm good. So, I mean, you already know where his home was at. So he knew he wanted to come to Washington. So Caleb could easily do that. But yeah, it would definitely be Caleb. I would get him. And I know the off the field issues and everything, but I think Cliff knows about, how he is, what system worked for him. and everything. So yeah, Caleb Williams would be the guy that I would definitely go after these three. Yeah, absolutely.
That's these three. All right, and Anton. So wait, so if Justin Fields does not, if we don't go Justin Fields and they don't pick up a quarterback with the Bears' first pick, where would you go? Would you go with one of these quarterbacks, or would you try to look maybe at a veteran somewhere in free agency? Because that's the other side. We have a lot of money, like you said. We have a lot of picks. We have players that are good that we could deal out elsewhere. So we have actually all the leverage right now. So
right.
Which way would you go? Would you pick one of these quarterbacks, or would you still be looking at maybe a veteran?
I mean, honestly, I haven't looked at those other two. Drake May, I've heard his name more than a few times. Okay, but the more I hear about Caleb, he's from this coast. The college coach could help him in the success of like upbringing, being in the pros, stuff like that. Like these kind of things make it kind of fall in the tune that this, I'm more or less going with Caleb. It's just that influence of like, okay, everything's lining up for the kid in success of doing that. I can't see anybody else really filling that spot but that kid.
Right.
Oh yeah. I mean, and in reality, any of these three guys, I mean, I'd feel good with. Like, I would not be upset getting any of these three quarterbacks. Now, another thing that we've thought of, and Alex, you and I have talked about this. What if we do trade back? What if we do try to trade back, get more picks? In that case, do we still look at a quarterback somewhere down the line, or do we just say Sam and we're sticking with him and just build up around him?
If we definitely trade back, I would say, stick with Sam, and then, they'll probably get maybe a Bo Nix will probably be in the second. Michael Penix will probably fall in the second or third also. I'm trying to think of the other quarterbacks that are out there. But yeah, I think they would definitely get a quarterback, but it'd be like in the second, third, fourth round, you know what I'm saying? And let Sam and him dish it out, you know what I'm saying? But if we trade back, I would definitely go O-line. I mean, I think that's more important than anything, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I know. And that's my move. I want John Alt, the tackle from Notre Dame. I think he's one of the best guys.
Right.
Or Fashanu from the guard from Penn State. Those two guys are pretty solid. But and I'm gonna bring this to you, Anton, because we have talked. And somebody was saying later in the draft, Thabby was saying, "Hey, what do you think about drafting the quarterback from Michigan, JJ McCarthy? Same kind of wheels. I think he's going with his old coach." Hey, real quick, shout out to Thabby. Hey, he just had his birthday, man. Happy birthday to you, Thabby, man. Take care of yourself, partner. Go fans. We know you love him. But look, so Anton, I'm gonna come to you because we've seen that, talking about these veteran quarterbacks, Justin might not be the only guy. Russell Wilson has been having issues in Denver with him and Peyton, and he might be on his way out. Now, I know a lot of money, that's a lot of stuff with it, but still, if we're going vet and we could build a team around him, Anton, I'm gonna let you go because I see Alex's face.
You know what? I wanted to talk to you about this, Sean.
Let's go.
Because honestly, we have like how we've always had this trail of buying like a veteran quarterback that's already been in the league for 10, 11 years and try and put him up there to try and help these young quarterbacks. If we get Caleb, right? What quarterbacks are even there for the draft to even think about? You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, this sucker is somewhere hiding from Denver because he doesn't want to be there no more. How much are we trying, how much does he want to force himself out of there or stay on that coast? You know what I'm saying? We've got a lot of options. I wanted Tyrod Taylor. As much as that is a off-book scenario, he was a free agent this year. And I wanted to get him just because of how agile he was as a quarterback and how it would help any new quarterbacks nowadays because of how his vision is with anything on there. I mean, he was a backup for the Bills for so long. So
recently with New York,
he's got to take some of that experience. You know what I'm saying? But that was my long shot, was like either Tyrod or Russell, just because of that experience that comes with them.
Oh And like like Nick was saying, he thought there should be a quarterback competition between Sam Howell and Mitchell and Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, Jacoby Brissett. But and I agree, because I think one of the things that helped Sam this year was Jacoby Brissett having that calming veteran leadership on the sideline, telling him, this is what you missed. This is what you need. I think we need that. If we get a rookie quarterback, I do think either we keep Brissett or we need somebody in-house that's going to be able to talk to him more than just a coach. We need a player that's going to be able to be like, look, I was out there. I know what you're going to see this coverage. You're going to see that. I want to see those things. I'm going to let you answer this, Alex, because your face looks like you don't even want to entertain this Russell Wilson idea. So talk to us, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't think it works, man. With the Carson Wentz, it didn't work. With the Alex Smith, it didn't work. It was working with Alex Smith, but then he messed up his leg. And then, we can go back and forth, McNabb and it's just, man. Sanchez. Yeah, man. It's just, oh, man. I just don't want to. Even Kirk Cousins. Like, people were talking about bringing back Kirk Cousins. Like, I just don't even want to do it, man. I don't. It just never works in Washington. It might work somewhere else. It just doesn't work with us. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. But I don't know. Just a bad move if we do it.
Can I ask both of y'all a question though? Yeah. If we take Caleb, what is the shot that we either keep Sam or let him go? Trade it and use him for a draft pick. But what do we get out of him? Second or third?
Well, that's the other thing. Do we get a second or a third for him? Because I think, have a higher view of Sam than a lot of the rest of the league has of him. So I'm not guaranteeing we're getting anything over a fourth or a fifth, because he was drafted in the 5th round. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So me personally, I don't think we're getting that much. I don't know what you think, Alex, but
well, to me, I wouldn't get rid of him at all. I think I was thinking about that too, but I don't think you get rid of him at all, because that he's one of the toughest quarterbacks in the NFL. So if one of these starting quarterbacks get injured, hey, Sam Howell, we need you in there. So and his contract, he's still on a rookie contract, so he's cheap. So I wouldn't get rid of him at all. But if we did do that, somebody would. We drafted him in the 5th, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll probably get a 5th back, maybe a 6th. Right. But I wouldn't though. I wouldn't. I would keep him.
I wouldn't either. But look, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this was supposed to be a short show, but I got my guys on here, and I never want to stop talking to them. But look, really quickly, we're gonna ask 2 questions. 2 questions. Okay. Who are you drafting, or what are you doing with the number 2 pick, and who you got winning the Super Bowl today? Anton, I'm gonna come to you first.
If I had to take Caleb off the table for anybody, I would honestly take your tackle that you said with from Penn State. No, the kid from Penn State.
Fashanu. Yeah. Guard, yeah.
So I've been seeing him on the scouting reports doing really good on his defensive hand movements and stuff like that. It's hard to find a kid that you're thinking he's not going to be spoiled once he gets here to Washington. And having that offensive line person in the 1st round, it's hard to think that, but I know we need it, because that is the one thing that will probably help the chess mass of our team being better.
Right.
So if I could, like I said, I would take him from Penn State. And who you picking? Yeah, who you picking? All things for it. It's going to be 24-17 Chiefs, and somebody's going to be on a bended knee, and I'm telling you.
Calling it out. Mrs. Wait, is it going to be Mrs. Travis?
It's going to be Mrs. Kelsey at the end of the day.
Mr. Travis Swift. I mean, come on now. Yo, Alex, what you got, man?
Yeah, we can't do the Justin Fields, right? We have to.
No, whatever you want to. Well, it depends. Does that move?
Okay,
your priority.
Well, let's just say that they, the coaching staff doesn't do that, and they want to go through the draft. I think the smartest thing we do is trade back And it still stay in the top 10 and get the offensive lineman from Penn State. Oh no. I'm sorry. From Notre Dame. What's his name?
John Hall, tackle. Yeah. Oh,
absolutely. You want to get another guy. I remember we had Trent Williams. He was with us for so many years. One of the best, to ever do it. We got to get another dominant lineman. But me and you, Sean, we talked about this, bro. I want Sam Howell. I want to see what he can do again, but I don't believe that's going to happen. But that's what I would want to do for my number 2 is trade back. You got to think about the future and get more picks.
I would. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but when it comes to Kansas City Chiefs and 49ers, I'm going Kansas City. When the Lions should have won that game, they just lost momentum. They messed up, was dropping catches, and they fumbled the ball and everything, man. And Lions really put a hurting on the 49ers, but 49ers came back. The momentum, I mean, that's what it's all about, momentum. But the 49ers defense does not scare me. They don't look good at all. And if y'all notice, Chase Young, I think he's going to be benched this game. But yeah, Pat Mahomes, what he's doing, is just incredible. I've always thought Peyton Manning was my favorite quarterback of all time, even more than Tom Brady. But Tom Brady is the GOAT. But yeah, Pat Mahomes just incredible. I think if he has a long career and God forbid he doesn't get injured or nothing like that, I think he's the best quarterback I've ever seen. So I think he's going to eat up that defense alive, to be honest with you. I don't know about 300 or 400 yards, but he's going to have a good game.
Ooh. Who do you think's going to have the most yards in the game?
I would say the running back.
Pacheco?
How you say? Yeah, I like him. Because I think the 49ers are gonna Travis Kelce. I think they're gonna, because that's their main attention, is Travis Kelce. So I think that running back is gonna have a good one. That boy he run like a track star, don't he? When he out there with his head down there. Yeah, that boy going
angry boy.
Yeah.
With number 2 pick for me, it's definitely trade back. And the reason being because I'm not sold on, I don't know what Chicago's going to do, but I think they're going to take Caleb. Me personally, I don't know what's going to happen with Justin. I just think Chicago is going to take Caleb. And that's going to leave us with a Drake May. And I would love to get a Drake May and do that, but I just think it's more beneficial if we can go back and trade back with somebody couple picks down, because that they're going to try to give up a lot because they're looking for one of these guys. You know what I mean? I think we tease one of these guys. Oh, we want him. And then they can come. They'll give us the farm for him or whatever. And I think we trade back because these next couple years, they're going to be quality QBs in these drafts. I'd rather pick up a QB where we have something already built and he can just be here. We'll give you the keys, let you run the ship. As opposed to trying to bring in somebody right now, because I don't know what's going to be different from what the guy we bring in as opposed to what was different from Sam last year. And we still have more we have to build up. With that being said, I want to trade back, and I definitely want to pick up that O-lineman, John Alt. We want to start with that foundational piece, get that line going, because I want to build up in the trenches. And as far as who is winning, you said Chase is not playing today?
As far as I know, I think he'll come in, but I don't think he's starting.
He's got benched because of his attitude of enthusiasm in the locker room.
Okay, but he's still on the team though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't vote.
I just don't think he's putting on his pad.
I got to go for the Chiefs. I can't have Chase Young come in half the season and then all of a sudden win a Super Bowl. You didn't do anything. You almost gave the game away last week. So let's be very honest, Mr. Chase. But I agree. Look, I agree. San Francisco, they barely beat. I mean, they gave up 24-7 to Detroit before they were able to. I don't even think it was San Francisco that really jumped back in it as much as Detroit kind of coasted towards the end of that.
Right.
And then you go to the week before, and they barely beat the Packers. The Packers were up on them, 21-14 and going into the fourth. So the 49ers, look, they've been here the last couple years, and I would love for them to get over the hump. I love Purdy. I think it's going to be a lot like what you were saying, Anton. I think it's 24-21, but I just we have not seen what can stop Patrick Mahomes. We haven't, and now they have the superpower of Taylor Swift on their side. If she makes it back to Tokyo, I just think the game is over. I think
she's already made it. She's already made it.
She's already made it.
Dude, I already got people on my FaceTime or on my Facebook already putting up that news. I'm like, yo, unfollow.
Game over. It's over. We all know what's going to happen. And I do agree with you to go one step further, Anton. I do think there will be a bended knee on the platform after the Super Bowl, and something's happening.
It's either going to be after the Super Bowl, or I was thinking it was going to be during halftime, because they had this humongous halftime show that they want to talk about and all this other stuff. So something might be snuck in there if it's going to be that long. But other than that, I think if it's at the end of the game, yeah, he'll do it right on that stage with everybody else holding up that dang on medal.
Well, there's one other thing before we go. Here's the flip side. I'm going to play devil's advocate real quick.
Okay.
Taylor Swift, diehard Eagles fan.
Yes.
Her Eagles lost to these very Chiefs last year in the Super Bowl.
Mm.
Now, if your team lost to a team in a Super Bowl,
you'd feel
salty. Yeah, you feel salty, right? And how would you get back at that team? Well, the quarterback, the star player, you can't get with him because he's already got somebody. But the next best player, he's single. She gets with him all the way up to the championship. And then she gets back just in time to take care of him before the game, if you know what I mean. And all of a sudden, Kelsey, you're playing good. The Chiefs lose. She gets revenge. And then she writes a song about it. There it is. That's the script, ladies and gentlemen.
What in the world?
Look, ladies and gentlemen, we got to let you go. We appreciate you hopping on what was supposed to be a short show. It's gone almost 45 minutes. I want to shout out my guys, host of Bro Crew Sports, my guy over here, Mr. Alex Stevens. Yeah,
yes,
buddy.
Sir.
And one of the co-founders of Washington Football Weekly. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, the reason why the reason why Let's Talk Football is as grown as it has is because the man down here, he kicked somebody in the butt and said, you got to get to work. And that's what we've been doing, man. So, of course, anytime I get my guy on here, we definitely going to have it happen, man. Gentlemen,
thank you.
Hey, Super Sunday, man. Let's enjoy.
I appreciate you totally, Sean. Appreciate both of y'all, fellas. I wouldn't actually have it any other day without having my Redskins fans in the corner.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Always, man. Always.
We got to join forces now, because next time we're going to hang out is 6 months from now when in August, because football's over after today.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna start getting onto that UFL with our Washington Generals or whatever.
Oh, that's right. They're actually pretty decent, man. They're actually pretty good.
They went to the semifinals last year.
I was about to say, yeah, at least we got one winner in Washington. Look, we got to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, we appreciate y'all staying on here with us. Enjoy the game today. Look forward to anything we got going on. My guy over here, Bro Crew Sports, he's definitely going to be hitting up some new, nice tidbits of information. The show with him and Ab will be going next week, Thursday night. Definitely tune into that. I look forward to my guy here. Oh, where's it? Okay, there it is. You can see my fingers and everything he got going on. Did we all freeze? Back?
Yeah, I think you froze. No, you good though.
All right, that means I'm talking too much, man. We got to go. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next time. All right, now. Peace.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go.